Hello my loves, it's Kat. How are you? What are you doing? I hope you're good. So today we have another pick a card and we're going to find out what is your next glow up going to be? How are you transforming? And if there are some tricks and tips that your spirit guides has for you to how to bring this forward. So what you need to do is to choose a card or a crystal. We have pile number 1 with Celestine, pile number 2 with Amethyst, and pile number 3 with Lemon Quartz. So when you have made your decision, go down to the description box to find your timestamp. I will give you a few seconds to decide, and when you're ready, I will see you at your reading. Ready? Let's go. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose the Celestine. And, oh, I have 2 cards here. The first one is going to be about where you are at the moment, the energy around you at the moment. And the second card is going to be all about what is your energy going to be like after the glow up. Okay, so we're starting with this one. So we have clear quartz number 18. So what I see with this card is a little bit of negativity, a little bit of pessimism. I feel like you're normally very how should I say it? You know, like optimistic and, you know, like whatever comes, it will come. But I feel like you've been kind of like you've gotten like punches after another, like tush, 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 like all around you, like from every direction. Like it feels like everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. There is just this like series of unfortunate events that have been following you for a little while. I don't think it has been super long time-wise, but I feel like it has felt like an eternity. Like it has been a long time since you have had some like positive news, or maybe you haven't really seen them because you've been in the state of mind where everything is going wrong. And it's okay, it's okay. I mean, I get those too. Like, everybody is like, always like, oh, you know, you have to stay high vibe, keep positive. Yeah, but, you know, sometimes we're human. We just want to complain. We want to whine. We want to wallow. Just let us wallow for like one night, and I promise I will be positive again tomorrow. But yeah, that is what I see for you. It's almost like you have I can't kind of voice this. It's like you're in a storm. Like this is like the colors and everything. It feels like you're in the sea or at the sea, on the sea. What is the right preposition? I'm not having a good day for words. At the sea, in the sea. I don't know. Let me know what it is, because I'm at the sea. I don't know. But like, you know, like you're in the ocean. It's storm, you can't find a way out. You have this tiny little raft that is kind of keeping you alive, but you know, maybe sometimes it would be just better to let that raft go and just, that was kind of dark of me, I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like you are in this very dark space. Not really having the time of your life, are you? But there is this kind of like, little tiny, because if you look at this, like it's like there is like a silver lining, you know? Like, do you see that? Like it's not all that bad. Like, there is a reason for your suffering. Like, you can still, you're not like completely like about to let go. Like, I'm done with this. There is no giving up here. There is still this kind of like, I'm holding on to hope. Like, oh, one day it will be, maybe tomorrow, it will be all right. And there is this kind of, yeah, it's all hope is not lost here. That is what I feel. So let's take a look at your oh, this looks much better, doesn't it? So we have Amber, number 3. So yeah, I like that. In this card, I actually feel, when I look at that, I kind of feel this like unconditional love from a mother. That's what I feel here. And it also could be, do you have children? Are you struggling with being a parent? Because this can also be like, I see kind of like Two of Pentacles vibes here, like, you know, juggling a lot of things at the time and barely, you know, like keeping it together. So I see that this could actually, because like I said, like this feels like a motherly type of love, like having this support, unconditional love, no matter what you do, no matter what happens, no matter how you fuck up, this person will love you so much, you know? And I don't know, there is this kind of like, you know, as a parent, I feel like maybe you're struggling with a lot. I know that this might not be a message for all of you, because it's more than likely that not all of you have children, but maybe you can relate anyhow. Like, you're having a lot, like the kids are screaming, you have to do this, and everything is a fight, and nothing goes wrong, the socks are the wrong color, and I don't want to take a bath, and I don't want to brush my teeth, and I hate this food, I don't like it. And there's like a lot happening. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to wake up. So there is this kind of like, and then you move on to this energy where it's almost like time is still. Like, this is like the storm, and this is like a hot, warm summer's day. You know, do you get my feeling here? Like, that's the feeling that I'm getting. And there is this peace and kind of like more like understanding way, like, okay, like, I know that you don't wanna put on your socks, but you know, we have these Batman socks here, like, would you prefer these Batman socks? And you know, there's just this kind of like, and not giving in, but not, you know, going with the fight either. There is this kind of like finding a way around it and finding a peaceful resolution to the problem. You know what I mean? Kind of like, I don't know, what what other examples do I have? Okay, so this is again a kid one, so you may have children. It's okay if you don't. But I don't know where this was from though, but there was a story, or maybe it wasn't Reddit or something, but this woman, she bought, or maybe it was TikTok, I don't know. This woman bought this jacket, and the kid refused to wear it. Like, it was like, no, I refuse this, I don't want this, I hate it. And she was about to fight about it, like, you will go naked then. But then she was at the store and she found these, do you know these like patches that you kind of iron and then they stick to the clothing? She found these like Pokemon patches, like Pikachu and stuff, and so she took this Pikachu patch and she ironed it on to the jacket, and now after that the kid would not take the jacket off. Like he fell in love with it completely, and so she went and bought all of the patches, and they got some like unicorn patches for the daughter as well for the future. And there's just this you're just kind of like finding these resolutions to these problems that normally would have kind of like taken, like really riled you up. Like you would have gotten really frustrated, really angry, but now you're kind of like finding these little tricks that, you know, keep the peace in the house. And okay, so now we're talking a lot about kids, so maybe some examples for those who do not have kids. Now, do I have any? Let's think. You know, this could be like a work thing as well, like having a lot of things to do at work. And it could also be that people are kind of like piling like their stuff on your plate. Like, hi, I'm really busy, but can you take care of this little thing, please? And then another person, oh, I'm super busy. Can you like do this for me? Like, it's gonna be really quick and it will really help me out. And then a third person, a fourth person, and all the other persons are doing that. And so you have too much on your plate. And I feel like after this glow up, you will be finding these little ways to kind of like not say directly no, but not also necessarily doing it. You're kind of like finding these options for them. Like maybe you could like, you know, we have a new intern here. Maybe you could ask them. They could really use the someone to show how that works, or you decide that, you know, we need another worker here, and that is your peaceful resolution, or I don't know, something like that. It you know, it could be anything. It could also be a school thing. Maybe you're having a lot of studies and now you have this idea for a system. Maybe you start like, you know, tracking your habits and making sure that you have time in the morning, and, you know, doing your assignments at, you know, in time, although it is summer currently, but this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that is what I see here. So let's get some, okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit indecisive at the moment. I don't know which cards to take, so yeah. Let's see if we have anything in here about your glow up. Pile number 1, talk to me, thank you. Ooh, the Sun and the Magician. Girl, boy, this is we have the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. I love this. I love this. I love this. We have the Sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Oh my God. This is like, whew, this is quite something, okay? This is quite something, you guys. Yeah, your life is going to take this turn. Like, and it's, you know, like, it's almost like this ember, like you. I see this as you. You're like radiating light like a sun, you know? That's what I feel. And we do actually have the Sun. Like your life is going to change basically like from night to day. Like it's going to be a complete shift. I wouldn't be surprised if we had the Wheel of Fortune here coming in later. Yeah, I feel like it could also be that there is some sort of an idea that you have, or some sort of an inspiration, or it could also be that there is some sort of like an advice that you take, like somebody gives you advice. And that is entirely positive. Possible. That is what I tried to say. I'm also seeing like watching YouTubers. I'm seeing a specific YouTuber, Michelle B. She has these kind of like productivity. Why can't I speak today? Productivity videos. Like, how can you make habits that last? How can you make a morning routine that works for you? And she is magical. She is, oh boy, she's good. So that might be something very useful to you that I see. I don't know, there's this, you have this like kind of like new control over your life, basically. Like you have these goals and you have these things that you do daily. You make your bed, you brush your teeth, you do the journaling, do the scripting, do the things, go to exercise, eat healthy. Like you just start doing these things. And I feel like it's basically just to kind of like make your life more manageable, but then you don't quite realize how much it actually does for you. Like it's almost like all like the goal here was to make your life more manageable, but it does that and so much more. Like it's almost like you can basically thank everything that you have to this thing that you start doing. And maybe you will probably start small and it will kind of like pile up, like all these little habits that are good for you that will pile up, and it's gonna be a new life completely. And I see kind of like also it's going to change all areas of your life. Basically, it's going to help your relationships because you have more time and you have more patience, and you have these little ways to find peaceful resolutions. You're not giving in, you're not giving up, but you're also not like pushing to have your way through. You're kind of finding these compromises and everybody's happy. And it will also help your like your like peace, your mind. Maybe you will start meditating as well, and it's kind of like your mental space will become so much clearer, so much easier to manage. And it's also going to help with your appearance a lot. Like that is like I feel that is not necessarily the number one goal, but it's kind of like a free gift that was almost better than the actual gift. Like kind of like when you buy something, you get these freebies, and the freebie is actually much better than the thing that you actually bought. That is kind of like the feeling that I'm getting here. Yeah, let's actually get into tarot. Pile number one, please, spirit guides. Ooh, we already have two cards here. Wait, there. Okay. So we have Three of Wands and Six of Swords. So what I get from these cards is that there is this kind of transition that you will be going through. Like normally, the Six of Swords card, there are these people like on a sailboat, like going somewhere else, and it's usually, I've noticed in many of those tarot cards, the people on the boat, they look very sad, they look very scared, they don't know where they're going, like they're just kind of like, it's almost like they're forced to leave the place that they knew behind. But this card, this kind of like brings me hope. This is kind of like, it almost feels like a middle between these two cards. Like this is a lot darker, but this is much lighter, and these are like clouds that are kind of like going away, and then we have this beautiful summer's day. So this is kind of like here in the middle, like there's this hope, like the storm is clearing out, like it's kind of like exciting, like there's finally light at the end of the tunnel. And this kind of like journey, it's going to take you to a much brighter future. We also have Three of Wands, and that is about all these new opportunities coming in, new things happening. Oh, and I just noticed there's Aries sign here, and there is an Aquarius sign here. So those might be significant to you, sun, moon, or rising. But yeah, there are these new opportunities coming for you, absolutely. And you will be manifesting this in. You are so good at manifesting. I also think that maybe you will be, so for some reason I'm getting to like watching videos, like I'm getting YouTube and I'm getting TikTok and Instagram reels, and like I keep like seeing, like scrolling through, and they're all like these manifestations, tricks and tips, and that is really going to help you out. It's kind of like you're finally realizing what manifesting is all about and how you can actually do it and why it hasn't worked before. Because I feel like there is this kind of like feeling annoyed that your manifestations aren't coming in. Like it's annoying you. Like I've had enough. Like please come. And then you kind of like find out what you did wrong. And suddenly it's like a switch. Everything changes. Everything changes. And let me tell you something that I've done that completely changed my life recently. Because I've been here. I was just here. Okay, I was just here. Like I had my cat got sick, and I had to be taking him to vet like every other day, and the vet bills, they pile up to a very high sum. And then I started like, okay, things have to change now. I really have to start thinking like how I'm spending money, because I didn't have that money. I had to borrow that money. And not all of it, but some of it, most of it I had to borrow. And so yeah, I decided this is gonna have to change. Like I have to seriously rethink my priorities financially, and you know, like all that, everything has to change. And so that's really what I did. And I kind of like realized that I need something new in. I need something new. And first I started like rearranging the furniture because I needed some new energy to come in. I opened the windows because it was kind of like the days were warming up. I live in Finland, so it was still a little bit cold at that time, but now it's summer, and it's great. It's really warm here, so that's nice. And I also started like finding like, I started looking for like free stuff that people were giving away, like things that I could like have, like because I didn't have the money, but I felt like I needed something new in my house, in my apartment. And I found an armchair, I found a painting, I found a carpet, and just those three things. I also found like a pile of comic books from my childhood that really helped me out as well, because I was connecting with my inner child, so that helped. Anyway, these things is new things that I brought in, and the furniture, it really felt like a new place, like a new home, like a complete new energy. And guess what? I got a summer job, and the pay is higher than I've had ever before. So that is amazing. Like just those like simple things. Like I spent no money to bring this new energy in, and just that brought me so much. And you can also do these like little things. I also started doing that as well. Like I decided, like if I was like super wealthy, you know, like how people say like, you know, like limiting beliefs and you should get rid of them and stuff like that. Some of them you don't have to actually get rid of. Some of them you can actually play with. I really like it because now it's Michelle B all over again, because she said that she has changed like the name of limiting belief, because limiting belief sounds really, really hard, really like a big word. It sounds really hard to get rid of limiting beliefs. So she likes to call them, what were they? What were they? Strange thoughts? No? Odd thoughts? Or strange assumptions? Was that strange assumptions? Anyway, so I have always had this, like ever since I was a kid. I noticed that when I was staying at like a friend's place who were like kind of wealthy, they always had shoes, like orange shoes, apple shoes. They all had shoes. We never had shoes in our house. We mostly had, because we picked berries. Like every year we would go berry picking. We would make our own shoes, and it's just, you know, like, what is that berry called? I'm actually gonna Google it because I don't remember. We used to have shoes made out of lingonberry, cowberry, huckleberry, whichever is the one that you would recognize it from. It's this red berry that is really not very good. It tastes horrible, and I always hated the cheese because it was sugar-free lingonberry cheese. I never actually drank it because it was just really bad, and I still can't have any lingonberry flavored anything. Oh, I can't. So here's what I do now to bring more money in, bring some abundance in, is that I actually buy now shoes for myself. Orange shoes and apple shoes. It's really cheap shoes, but it's shoes. Because if I was wealthy, I would always have shoes in my house. Because I love shoes. So those are like some silly things that you can do, little things. Because that's actually, I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but it feels like necessary. I don't know why. So I started doing that because I read a story about this girl, or about this woman. Her family had always had money issues. Like they were always very poor, and they were always like had very strict, you know, how they could spend their money. They wouldn't spend it on anything that, anything frivolous. They would never spend their money on anything fun or silly or anything. They were very, very poor, so they had to be very strict with it. And one day she was like at the grocery store, and she saw these like, you know, like those like lottery tickets, or these like scratches, I don't know what they're called. And she thought, like, you know, like she always thought that, you know, like I'm too poor to ever buy one. Like she would never buy lottery tickets or anything because she couldn't afford that. So she thought, like, you know, let's just try it just once. Because if she, in her mind, if she was wealthy, she would be able to afford those lottery tickets. So she bought one, and she won like 500 euros or $500 or whatever. I don't remember where the story is from. So that is kind of like the idea that I have behind the choose thing. I also heard of someone, I don't remember who, but they had this idea that, you know, like grapes presented wealth to them. Like having grapes in the house, if she was very wealthy, she would always have grapes in the house. So that's how she invited wealth in her life. So yeah, that is something that you can totally do. I don't know why I started telling you all that, but you know, maybe you found it helpful. Beautiful, beautiful pile number 1. How are they going to glow up? Also, it would be really nice to know like what is the time period for all of this. So I'm just gonna have a card for that as well. I wonder which card I'm gonna do that for. No, that's way too much. I wonder where that deck is. I have one tarot deck that is incomplete, and I often use that for like random information things. We have 5 of Wands. Let's get all 3 cards here, because this reading is heading towards the end. So let's get all 3. How are my beautiful pile number 1s going to glow up? What is this next glow up going to be all about? How can they bring it forward? Ooh, 2 of Cups. That is so amazing. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and we have the 3rd. All right, 3 of Swords. So we have 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and 3 of Swords. Oh, what the hell was that? A message from someone. Doesn't matter. I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat is cleaning herself, and she does these like little piggy noises when she does that. Oh, like full on snorting and stuff. So yeah, with the 5 of Wands that I see is that it's almost like there is going to be a competition of some kind, or some sort of opportunity for yourself to, or opportunity for you to prove yourself. We also have 2 of Cups, which indicate like soulmate union. And so I'm hearing marriage, we're married. Yeah, we also have Pisces symbol over there. So that might be significant. I also want to get a clarification for the 3 of Swords, because I'm not quite sure where it's supposed to be fitting in. Okay. 8 of Cups. So with the 8 of Cups, I see that there is something that you are longing for. Some of your needs aren't met. And it could be that if you are in a relationship that is not satisfactory, it could be that that relationship will fall off. And this 2 of Cups here then is telling you that there is an actual soulmate for you and satisfactory love coming in for you. And because I heard that like married, we're getting married, we're married, so you will be marrying that person then. But if you are in a relationship and you are certain that this is the person you're going to marry, like you have this feeling like this is my soulmate and we're good, I don't need anything else, then, you know, ignore this message. But for those who are like having this feeling of like some of your needs aren't met, then it is likely that you will be moving on from that, because we have this card of heartache and then we have this card of moving on, searching for something else. So yeah, there is that. And then we also had the fight, competition. But this doesn't have to be... it just heard like a custody battle. So that might be significant for some of you, a custody battle, if this is what this card is representing for you. Wow, this card really took a turn. But, honey, are you okay? Oh, oh. You good? Yeah. I don't know, my cat might be having some allergies or something, but she keeps like coughing often. I should probably get that checked out. So yeah, either way, there is like this soulmate union love coming in. So if it's not this one, then there's something better out there for you. And if you're scared about this, if you're like scared, like I have a boyfriend, I love them and I'm so scared, like what if we break up? Then trust that there is something better coming in for you. Like haven't you like, have you been in previous relationships and you were so in love with those people, and then later on you met this new boyfriend, you were like, oh my god, this new boyfriend or girlfriend is so much better, like what the hell did I even think? Like that is how I actually thought it was okay to be treated, or something like this. It's just, you know, I just heard the example of like, what if, imagine that you have never, or imagine that there's a person who has never drank anything else than water, and she finally comes across like juice that is flavored, that is Coca-Cola flavored, and and she drinks this Coca-Cola juice and she's like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is the best thing I have ever tasted. There must be nothing better than this. But she has never actually had actual Coca-Cola. And she doesn't know. She thinks that juice, Coca-Cola flavored juice, is the best thing ever. But she has never actually had Coca-Cola. So don't freak out. If this is what is going to be happening for you, that is completely fine. You will be okay. Everything will be wonderful for you. You have the Sun, Magician, Amber, Two of Cups. Like everything is going to align perfectly. Everything is going to be just fine. So you just have to be brave enough to let go of those things that aren't meant for you, that you don't align with anymore, that are just, that you're done with. You have to be brave enough to let them go. But either way, your glow up is going to be rather magnificent. Like it's going to change everything about your life. All of it is going to change. So I think this is actually what I had for you. Yeah, I think so. I think these are all the messages here. So I had fun. This was a really great reading. Don't freak out. It's gonna be all okay. And I would really love to read for you again. And I hope I see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So you chose the amethyst. And we have 2 cards here. The first one is going to be about the energy that you are in right now, and the second one is going to be the energy after the glow up. So let's see. We have Labradorite, number 29. So let's take a look at that first. So right away, I have 2 messages that come to mind. So Labradorite itself, it is considered as a sorcerer's stone, not like Harry Potter sorcerer's stone or philosopher's stone. It's like a stone of sorcerer. It's like it's a crystal of great magic. And I feel like you may be opening up to some psychic abilities or spiritual gifts. So that might be one, but I'm also seeing a message of beauty. I'm seeing like a message about skin. Like maybe you have a very dry skin. Somehow I'm being taken to like a very dry skin or some other skin problems, but I'm also seeing like skin conditions. What are they called? Eczema? I think that was right. And then the other one, psoriasis. So I'm taking to like skin conditions that you might be struggling. That might be just a message for one of you or two of you. Either way, that's the message that I'm getting here. There is this kind of like dryness that I feel because I'm feeling like sand and desert. So I'm taking, you know, it makes me think of, you know, dry skin. So let's actually take a look at this other card then. So we have Durmeteorite 21. So this actually makes sense with the psychic gifts because this blue color, this dark blue color, is the eye of the third eye chakra. So your spiritual gifts are expanding. Your third eye is going to open after this glow up, or it's going to open during the glow up. And your psychic abilities or spiritual gifts, they're just going to like, not multiply, but what is the other word? Kind of like become more and more powerful. And there is the sense or like a feeling of beauty as well. Like there is this kind of like, I'm beautiful feeling, kind of like, not self-love, but pride. Like I'm proud of the way I look. I love the way I look. I'm hot. There's that kind of feeling here. I'm hot. Like look at this. Yeah, I totally feel that for you. Is there anything else that comes to mind with these cards? I'm also getting this feeling like, how should I put this? It's not like being attractive, it's becoming magnetic. Like look at this, like look how the air around this crystal behaves. It kind of like soars around and is kind of like being pulled towards this crystal. Like it's like flying all around it. Like you're becoming magnetic. And I feel like that is also like why you're becoming so attractive. I'm gonna need some water. That dryness really hit me. So yeah, there is this very, very strong message of dryness. And also, I don't feel it anymore in this. So there is, if you have like a skin condition or dry skin or something, I feel like that is going to be fixed. But I don't think that is the main goal. It's just something that will also happen. Maybe you will manifest it in. But there is also this, I'm getting the feeling of, there was this other reading, I think it was, what was the reading about? I remember this reading because after the reading, I realized like, oh my God, like why didn't I say that? What I was describing was exactly like High Priestess, the card, the tarot card. And I never said it because I didn't realize it. And I've been thinking about it ever since, like, why didn't I say the High Priestess? And now it's back and I can finally say that, you know, that's what I meant. But I don't remember the reading. It was something, I was describing the people, like, who they, kind of like their energy, what kind of people they were. Because this is a problem. Like when I do these readings, I don't normally remember anything I've said. I might remember some bits and pieces. Like for this, I remember the feeling, and I remember it was this fantasy cats oracle card, and there was this moon and the cat over it. That's when it's coming to me. Let's just forget it. If you were in that reading, maybe you know, remember. I can show you the card that I'm thinking about because it's so powerfully in my mind. So I'm just gonna find the card. Here it is. It was very easy to find here in Dreaming. This is the card that I'm thinking of. So if you recognize this card, maybe if you were in that reading, hi, welcome back. It's so nice to see you. If you weren't, hi, that's okay. It's just the same feeling that I'm getting. Oh my God, it fell over there. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. It just scared me a little bit. That was a really horrible scream, wasn't it? It's okay. But yeah, this card is something that really bugs me. Like that's what I keep seeing. So let's have it here. Why not? So, should we get more cards? Absolutely. Okay, pile number 2. Yeah, there is this high priestess energy that you are kind of like, what is the word? I'm getting the word cultivating, but is that the right one? I don't know. It's kind of you're becoming the high priestess. That is what I'm feeling. You're becoming high priestess. Like high priestess is very tuned in with her spiritual gifts. She is very alluring. I kind of get the sense that she's kind of like a air plus water sign, kind of like also very distant, kind of like quiet. She has this queen energy. Yeah, like she is noticed. I don't know why, but I'm also seeing this particular scene in Game of Thrones. It's when it's the very last season, very last scenes. It's where, what's her name? Sansa gets crowned as the Queen of the North, and she walks through the, was it a castle? But either way, because she has this power, she has seen things, she has been through things, and she's so strong, and she's still here, and she's just, wow, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. This is really powerful energy. I love that. Yeah. Funny. Okay. So pile number 2, spirit guides. Tell me about this. Okay. That was fast. We have King of Michael. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. Oh my God. I can't spell things or pronounce them. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. Then we have Queen of Michael. You know exactly what to do. This is the card that I don't know if it was seen in on the camera, but when I took that deck, I saw this card and I thought it was the High Priestess, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is actually exactly the kind of energy I was like talking about, like this queen sitting on a throne, powerful and strong and quiet and stuff. And I was like, that's funny. But yeah, so this says, you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Yeah, that is something that I felt as well. Like Sansa, she kind of gave up on love, didn't she? Like she was so badly hurt, and she had to fight for all of this, and she's kind of like, she feels like she's kind of like done with it, but it was never explicitly said. It's just something that I felt like she was done with that, like love isn't for her anymore. But I'm wondering if that was ever, maybe, I'm wondering if that was ever really the goal, because she always wanted to be a queen, didn't she, eventually? Like, that's why she wanted to marry Joffrey in, like, at first, because she wanted to be the queen someday. But was it ever about love, or did she think that because she was young and, you know, naive, that maybe love was the way that she would get to be queen, and now that she's grown up, she's like, I don't need that. But I don't know. I think there's also the trauma that she went through. But there is, honestly, there is this feeling of being like so invested in yourself, so powerfully in your own power, like being comfortable just sitting there in your own power, in your own energy, that you don't really need anybody around you right now. But then again, we have King of Michael and Queen of Michael. So maybe there is this part, but I feel like this love that you will have, or you already have, or whatever, it has this kind of like, it does have this king and queen energy now that I think of it, but it's not like, it's almost like you two are powerful on your own. Like, you are very powerful, you're comfortable on your own, you're good on your own, but together you are unstoppable. There is this feeling here. Wisdom and objectivity are important right now. Stay in your integrity, situated in the cause for honest and open communication. You know exactly what to do, the benefit experience, a time of your career rather than relationships. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like you both, like this is like something that's going to happen eventually, if it hasn't already. There isn't a huge theme of finding love in this reading right now, like during this glow up. I feel like you're kind of shutting out, like, I don't want to be dating right now because I want to focus on myself. There is that sort of feeling here. Like, I want to focus on myself, I want to get myself in check. Also, there's Tumor Tirite card. It's all about kind of like making lists and getting, like, was that another message? Yes, it was. Kind of like getting on top of your shit. That is the kind of card that it's like, the meaning of the card is something about that, like making lists, like starting making progress on your goals and doing the things that you have to do. I don't know if it's only a Finnish saying, but we have a saying that is it's a taking the bull by the horns. I don't know if that is a saying everywhere else too, but it's kind of like finally getting the grip of yourself. Like, now I'm gonna start working for myself. Like, this is my time. I'm going to focus only on myself, only on my career, and just start making shit happen. There is that feeling here. So let's get some tarot. I'm actually gonna cleanse these cards first. I have a hard time remembering cleansing these cards before the reading, so I just do them during the reading then. So pile number 2, Spirit Guides. Pile number 2. I keep getting messages in this reading all the time. My. Pile number 2, Spirit Guides. Tell me about their glow up. How are they going to be changing? I'm getting Aquarius energy here. I'm getting like Aquarius moon especially, but it doesn't have to be that. We have Queen of Cups. Look at these. Like, we have these blues. We have two queens on a throne, one king, and they're all, oh my god. People, shut up. I'm doing a reading, I'm sorry. Like, this is how I see you. This is how I see your energy. This is how I see you after this glow up. Absolutely. And I do feel like blue is now your color. Like, it may have been something else, but after this glow up, it's like all blue and only blue. So, oh, okay. That then as well. We have the Fool. Interesting. Interesting. I'm actually getting, I don't know where this was from, but I think it was like on TV. And there was this girl, I feel like, was it like a TV show of a tattoo place? Like, because I remember like Kat Von D in there. And she had those cats, and I think this was like one of her friends. She got a tarot reading, and it was a love reading that she got, and the card to represent her soulmate, and she had a boyfriend at the time, was the Fool. And the first reader was like, okay, so this person, or yeah, I think they were talking about the boyfriend, like this boyfriend is probably quite childish and stuff like that, kind of like taking the negative aspect of the Fool. And then she had another reading, and the other reader, because she was kind of worried, because she got the Fool again to represent the boyfriend. And this time the other reader was like, okay, so it doesn't have to mean that. Like, it can mean a lot of things. And what I see here is that he's very like easygoing, and kind of extroverted and doing a lot of things. And I don't know why that scene like came into my head, because that was years ago when I saw that. Years and years ago. I didn't even know that I still had that in my brain somewhere. So this Fool card, I feel like it's representing your future partner or your current partner right now. And I do feel like, also, I've always thought that, do you know White Collar, Neil Caffrey? I've always thought that this Fool looks exactly like that guy. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yeah, I do see that. Like, and also, the Fool card for Neil Caffrey is quite accurate in a way, because she's very, he takes a lot of risks, and he's very knowledgeable. He's this kind of like jack of all trades. He has so many talents, and he's very charming. So that's what I see for your person. This is kind of the male version. It could also be like, if you are male and you're interested in females, then your partner is kind of represented by the Queen here, and you would be the King here. But it doesn't really have to be like that either. However you resonate. That was just an example, like maybe that's how you felt. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and this because I do feel, maybe this is just too traditional of me, but I do feel like, but it doesn't, just take the genders out, if that is how you feel. Take the genders out. But I do feel like one of these people is this jack of all trades, very charming, has these lot of like in-depth knowledge about a lot of things, exactly like Neil Caffrey. And this other side, then they have this high priestess energy, this quiet queen energy, they don't have to prove themselves. Their whole energy just radiates their, like, who they are. I don't know, hard to explain, but it's so very well represented by the Queen of Cups. Like, she's very emotional and all that, like in tune with her feelings, but she doesn't have this. She also, in my opinion, she doesn't have this, especially this Queen of Cups, she doesn't have this kind of like mother emotional energy. I don't feel that with her. It's more like Queen of Swords kind of energy that I feel with this Queen of Cups. We also have Fortune. So it's almost like your luck is turning here as well. There was something that I heard. I feel like you're going through a whole, like, very fundamental glow up. Like, people won't recognize you anymore. I feel like you won't even have a lot of people from your past who actually knew you as you were. It's almost like you're moving to a new place where you know nobody and nobody knew who you were, and you're just a completely new person, basically. And I feel like this is the true you that you will be showing to people after that. And I feel like you're not really letting people very, very close to you. I feel like there's something that you don't want people to know about your past. You're masking it a little bit with this energy. A little bit, I have to admit. Maybe it's not completely true to you. Maybe, you know, it's like an onion. You have to, you know, have a few layers. We have Ten of Swords and Four of Swords. So what I see with these cards is that I feel like you were really badly betrayed before by someone. Could be an ex, and you kind of need to get away from this whole thing, and this is when you start to create yourself. And with the Four of Swords, it's almost like I don't know how to. I'm sorry. I'm getting a yawn here. I'm starting to lose esteem. Oh my god, my mom is calling. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take this. So, okay. Where was I? Yeah, with this Four of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it, because I kept hearing like taking a break, and I was like, what the hell do you mean by that? And now I realized like taking a break from dating. And I don't know, this Fool could represent the person that did betray you, but it doesn't have to be so. This could be, because I do see that this person here, like, there is this perfect counterpart for you existing over there. And I'm wondering if this Fool person is actually, because now that I think about it, they actually did break up very soon. In that show, now that I think of it, they did break up very soon. The Fool boyfriend and the Kat Von D's friend. Yeah, so it could be that these two are related then. And this person is someone completely different. Yeah, taking a break, taking a rest. Because this Four of Swords, it's normally represented by a sleeping person. And so, yeah, that is something that I see for you there. I wonder, I want to have a very last card to represent, oh no, I wonder, it's like turning red. I think that is not supposed to be heated. But okay, well, let's see. Ooh, I just saw the sun here. But yeah, so the very last message from my beautiful pile number 2s. Tell me about their glow up. What is going to happen? Oh, okay. We have 2 of Pentacles. So yeah, the 2 of Pentacles, especially with the snake, I see that there is this very fundamental change that we have been talking about. And this is actually really funny. In the last reading, I said that it's like night turning into day. And I feel like for you, it's the opposite. It's the day turning into the night. Because you're finally opening up to your spiritual gifts. I feel like you are diving straight into spirituality, like going deeper than ever before. And you're really like finding your home there. That is something that I feel here. And yeah, absolutely. You're taking a deep dive into spirituality and everything that it has to offer. Yeah, that's what you're doing. And I feel like it is not really time for relationships. If you are in a relationship and everything is fine, forget about that message. It's not then for you. But if you are single, relax, relax, relax. And if you are trying to find someone. I don't think that you are though. I feel like you're more like, well, you know, I wouldn't mind like finding a boyfriend necessarily, but I'm not looking for one right now. Like, I'm completely content on my own for now. And that is definitely something that I see here. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Oh, there was something that I just heard. It's a poem. It's a poem that I just heard that, you know, describes you. It goes, hold on, what the hell was it? I might be saying it wrong now, but this is like how I hear it. It's like, hold on. She was so beautifully strange. Hold on, no. She was so beautifully strange and out of place, like a moon during the day. That, yeah, okay. Yeah. Or it was just, she was so beautifully out of place, like a moon during the day. That's just what I heard. But yeah, that is definitely what I heard for you. I'm also really bothered by the, what was the actual video that was wondering, if you were there. You didn't have to be there, but that is something that I do feel. No, I don't think it was that one. I don't think it was that one either. Was it a what makes you unique reading? Yeah, I think it was what makes you unique reading. That was the reading that I had this card on, and I'm remembering the same energy from that pile number 1. Yeah. So if you were there, it's so happy to see you again. You're doing great, honey. You're doing so beautifully. And I love everything that is happening for you. And if you weren't, it's okay. That's fine. So this is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again. And I hope I see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. So you chose the lemon quartz. And we have two cards here. The first one is representing the energy that you are in currently, and the second one is the energy of your glow up, or after the glow up. So we have sunstone. So what I right away see with this card is that you have broken free of something. There is something that was constricting you some way, because there are these, if you can see there are these like lines, kind of like a rope tying this crystal up, but it's like expanding. It's no longer holding this crystal. So you have broken free of something. And I somehow, I just heard like family. So maybe there was a family member that maybe you cut completely out, or maybe it was just that you decided that you no longer wanted to do what your family wanted for you, or how they wanted you to be or act or look or anything like that. Maybe there were some sort of expectations that they had, that you let them know that that's not happening. But there is this kind of like being free, like you have done the hard part now. Or this might be like recent energy, or something that is happening very soon. But yeah, you have broken free from something. And after that, after you have broken free, it's time for your glow up. So let's see what that is like. So, oh, yes. We have watermelon tourmaline. Oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah, I mean, look at these. Like, it's funny that they are actually kind of like the same shape, because the shapes are so very different. And also this kind of like looks like a faded version of this one. Like, like imagine like dyeing your hair, and it kind of the hair washes out and it looks really washed out, and then you dye it again. It's like, oh my God, like a lollipop exploding. It's like awesome. This is really great. Oh my God, this looks amazing. You look gorgeous. So yeah, there is this kind of like internal, and what is the opposite of internal? External? Yeah, external transformation. Like you're becoming someone new. I actually kind of see that, or feel that it has something to do with looks. Like maybe your family wouldn't have wanted you to get a tattoo or express yourself by your clothing or something like this, and now you feel free to express yourself through your clothing and stuff. It doesn't have to be family though. It could be like social restrictions, like maybe like now how kind of like plus sized people are more courageously wearing things that they want to wear, instead of like clothes that, you know, that look like garbage bags. You know, like it could be that, like you're finally saying like, fuck that, I want to wear what I want. Like there is that sort of thing. I also kind of like get a feeling that this might have to do with coming out of the closet, or either way, it's kind of like I'm showing my true colors. This is what I see here. I'm showing my true colors. This is who I am. And I just heard Born This Way. So that is really amazing. We're gonna get some tarot cards for this now. That is so amazing. Born This Way. And isn't that kind of like the anthem for LB? I'm really sorry. I'm having really hard time LGBTQ, because I feel like I always leave like one of the letters. LGBTQ plus? Was that the right? It was a couple of days ago when I tried to like like force it into my mind to remember how it actually was. LGBTQ. Maybe that was all of it. If not, I'm so sorry. I'm really trying so hard. I just don't have the greatest memory. I'm so sorry if that wasn't right. Pile number... Ooh. We have 5 of Gabriel. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So maybe this isn't about like cutting people off completely. Maybe it's like giving them some time to kind of like accept the situation. Yeah, challenge you can. Ooh, okay, so we have Age of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. You're finally having this power and this freedom to be who you are. Like, there's this just like, your life is going to be so... I almost feel like crying because this is like so heartwarming, because I kind of see like I'm getting like pictures of Tangled, like how she was in the tower, you know, Rapunzel, she was in the tower, she was locked up, she wasn't able to do anything she wanted, see people or anything, and she was kind of like she was being hidden. But I don't think it completely, I don't know, it's just what came to mind. But yeah, that is kind of like, it's just so sad that you ever had to go through this, but you're coming to the other side now. This was probably your challenge, because I feel like everybody has their challenges in life, and I feel like this might have been yours, and I'm so happy for you. This is amazing. I truly love this for you. And your life is going to completely turn around. I wouldn't be surprised if the Wheel of Fortune came for this pile as well. Like, that is absolutely incredible. So let's get some more tarot then. Pile number 3, Spirit Guides. Talk to me about this glow up. Like, what's happening here? Pile number 3. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have so much fun with clothing and fashion. And there we have the sun. That's amazing. Ah, that's beautiful. We have Ace of Cups as well. There's just this whole new world is like opening around you. I'm actually being taken to Sense 8. There was this character, her name was Naomi. She was a transgender transgender woman. Yeah, I think so. And when she was like the first time she was in Pride, she was out there with her girlfriend. Her name was, I don't remember her name, but either way, they were there together. And there was some sort of situation. This friend of her girlfriend started like saying something, like a kind of being like accusive of something, and the girlfriend, like, she had her back. Like, she started like she did not hold back. And Naomi, she kind of like left crying, and the girlfriend like ran after her, and she was like, "Are you okay? She was just such an asshole. Like, I hate her. Like, what happened? I'm so sorry." And Naomi was like, "You know, I'm not crying about that. I'm crying because nobody has never had my back before." That was so good. Oh my god, that broke my heart. And I feel like that is something that is happening for you. I feel like you're going to find your people. You're going to find your people, your soul family. And I'm also being, I'm being kind of like, you're going to be living with them. Like you're going to be living with the soul family, like maybe being like roommates and stuff, or living in the same building. Yeah, because I'm getting like pictures of Friends, and then also The Big Bang Theory, because they both they live in the same building, they have their apartments, they live in the same building, and they're like friends. And you see that kind of thing happening for you, like having a lot of friends and living really near each other. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have the universe. Oh my god. So yeah, honestly, I just heard also, I just heard the stars secretly, damn it, the stars secretly smile when they look at you. That's what I heard. That is so beautiful. Honestly, you're making me cry. Like all of your dreams are coming through. Everything, and like this glow up, like you're finally free to be who you really are and show that to people and not like hide yourself, and you will be so accepted. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm getting chills. This is so beautiful. And the 10 of Pentacles, all of your dreams are going to be coming true, like all of them. And honestly, and I just noticed, I've never noticed this before, but look at her. If you look at her really closely, she's covered in pixie dust. Like, what the hell? And then we have these dancing little angels here. I don't know. I don't know. That's so cute. Oh my god. We're gonna get at least 2 more cards here. Is there anything else that I can think of? Because this reading is going really, really fast. Also, I noticed that it's well, actually, isn't it in every card? I don't know. Gabriel? Because I was wondering, like, this is the same angel as that one, but I think it's, you know, because it's, you know, Gabriel cards. So pile number 3, Spirit Guides. Tell me about their glow up. Is there something more happening? Honestly, I keep seeing like these really crazy shoes. Like insane shoes, like Pokemon shoes, and like these like really crazy, I don't even know how to describe them, but like ones that have like heels that are like a character from somewhere, and then the whole shoe is kind of like painted for the theme, and it's just crazy. I keep seeing like really, really crazy clothing and shoes and stuff. Like really, really something. Yeah, you're finally showing your true colors, and it's kind of like in the most positive way. Like, I'm finally showing the people who I really am. We have 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like this has been like a long time coming. Like, it has taken you forever to get to this stage of your life, and you finally get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's so amazing. It's almost like your life has been leading you up to this moment, like the entire time, trying to get you to find your soul people. We also have 10 of Wands. And with the Ten of Wands, I say that because the Ten of Wands is kind of like the no pains, no gains kind of card. Like, like yeah, like yeah, it was rough for a reason. So that. Okay, so here is what I hear again. Like, you know, like butterflies. When they go to the cocoon, they don't just like grow wings. They turn into goo. Like they are no longer caterpillars anymore. Like they turn into some sort of like liquid thing. And it's really painful, it's really hard, and they really struggle in there, especially when they start growing and the cocoon gets smaller and smaller and they have to struggle to get out. And you could take a knife and you could, you know, open the cocoon a little bit to make it easier so that they could fly free. But if you do that, then they won't be strong enough to fly anymore. They won't be strong enough to survive. So all of this, all your struggles, everything that you've gone through, all the pain that you've suffered, everything, it was for a reason. Because without that, you wouldn't be this amazing, beautiful person that you are. You wouldn't be as strong. It was for a reason. It's kind of like making things worse so that they can get better, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like for me, this is my example. Like I had to get like financially completely fucked until I could get financially stable and financially free. I'm not there yet, but that's how it happened for me. I had to get completely fucked over. So yeah, that is definitely something that I see for you. Let's get some more cards. I've always wondered, like, this is so funny. Like, for the pile one, I normally get like very few cards, then a little bit more in the second pile, and then for the third pile, I get a lot of cards. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It just always happens. Ooh, we have the Hermit. So I feel like this road that you've had has been a very lonely one. And but the funny thing here is, oh, and I just put it over the sun, because you see that, you know, in the lantern, he has been guided by the sun, the happiness, the happy thoughts, the fantasies of the future that he will one day live. And you're finally getting there. This is your glow up. You're finally getting to your sun. Like you have been led to this for all of your life. And we have two snakes here as well. The snakes represent like shedding your skin, becoming someone new, transformation. Absolutely. That is so, so beautiful. Pile number, oh, that's way too much. Oh, well, what the hell is going on? So pile number, oh my God. Okay, calm your tits, please. Calm down. Pile number 3. Tell me about their next glow up. What else is happening for them? What are the good things coming? Tell me more. We want to know. Oh, that's a lot. Pile number 3. Give me one last card. Should I take these? I think I'll just take these. Okay, where am I gonna put them? Over here. So the Princess of Cups, she is very creative, very in tune with her emotions, and very like imaginative. And then we have Prince of Swords, who is very rebellious, kind of like uh, kind of like the way I say Gryffindors, like Gryffindors, yeah, they're brave, but they also get into trouble a lot. So I feel like this a Prince of Swords, like they do get in trouble. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe they have a bad mouth like I do. Like, yeah, like this is something that was like often said about me, like yeah, Kat, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, but the mouth on her, like that was something that has always been my thing. Like I just say things as they are. I'm an Aquarius, so also a rising Leo, so I give like 0 fucks. So yeah, so I have the same feeling here, like maybe the things you say kind of get you in trouble the same way as they do get, you know, me in trouble. And then we have 6 of Pentacles, and that's kind of like ask and you shall receive card. So I feel like there is this kind of like mixture. I feel like this is talking about you. Like there's this sensitive, imaginative, artistic side of you, and then there is this potty mouth, you know, rebel who's ready to run people over. And yeah. And I also see that, you know, you're like so helpful. You always help people when you can. And that is something that you will start receiving now. Like people are going to help you out now when you need it as well. So yeah, I think this is it. This is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again. And I hope I see you in my next one. Bye!